Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome. Danny here. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you, little hummingbird out my window. How cool is that? I love it when things like that happen. All right. The end of September, moving into October. So today what I want to do is I want to get a general read on October for the collective, then we'll look into the political landscape of October and then the Middle East, because I think that's blowing up. A lot of people are talking about October surprises, and we're in eclipse season again. We have a full moon on the 2nd of October. So there seems to be a lot of strong energy coming up. I was listening to a couple of podcasts on astrology, and with anything, they're all over the map. One guy said, if you don't know astrology, just turn this off right now. You won't get it. It's going to be too hard for you to understand. It's a difficult month. I saw another one where it said, yeah, it's going to be difficult, but it's going to be okay. Then I saw another one, and it was just like, this is how you work through it, which that's the astrology that I like. Let's work through it. And one of the things that I got with this is we need to find our balance. And so in finding our balance, we need to recognize when we're out of balance. And when we recognize, how do we recognize that we're out of balance? How do we recognize when we need to recharge? But the bigger question for me is, how do I recharge? How do I go, I need a break. I need to stop yelling at the TV. I need to, that's a good one. I need to go in nature. I need to go drum. I need to journey. I need to work on balance. And how do we do that? The last month for me, I haven't been doing it very well. So this is a big key. All right. So before we get into it, there's a lot of people in the community that are affected by Hurricane Helene. I saw a thing in Asheville, a news article on Asheville, where they don't have any clean water. The city of Asheville doesn't have any clean water. They didn't have bottled water, and they said, yet we may not get it for like 5 weeks. So when I mention to be prepared, that's not what I was talking about. Be prepared for 5 weeks. I was talking about being prepared for a couple of days. Well, I was wrong. I don't admit that very often. So it's important that we think of things. Do they have ceramic filters? In that situation. And so those of us who can do some prep work, think a little further down the road. I had a friend of mine down in LA, and he was going, you asked me, am I prepared for a big earthquake? And he goes, after looking at Hurricane Helene, I'm revising what my earthquake preparedness kit is, because I don't think I'm prepared. So revisit that, if you will. The other thing too is there's going to be a lot of people that need funds and charity. And just a reminder, there's also going to be a lot of scams. So make sure that you do your due diligence in researching the charities. I will try to find some that I like, and I will put it on my community page. However, do your own research on it. That's just I may miss something. I may. Okay. Let's, couple of passings. Chris Christopherson. Wow. What a songwriter. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Also, the finger. Dikate, how to pronounce his name? Dikembe Mutombo. He was a basketball player. I really liked him. Huge guy. He had the longest fingers in the world and he'd bat basketballs away from the rim, and he'd look at the guy who was shooting it and go, no, no, no. That was so funny. Anyway, so we send them off in love and light, and thank them for their journey on this earth. The laughter that they gave us, and you know, the songs that they gave us. Bobby McGee, yikes, yikes, yikes. All right, and of course, there's so many more. All right, let's take a look at it. The 3 decks that I'm using my female archangels. I just think that we need a little help with that. I'm using my Light Seers Tarot, and I'm using my True Black. My True Black gives me a little creative license. I get a lot more stuff with it than just a regular old tarot deck. So when I was pulling them, and sometimes I go, ooh, is this good? Is that good? How does that feel? These felt good. So, but 2 cards kind of fell out when, with the True Black. And the first one that I saw was this one. And it's the Moon card. Fitting, because we have a full moon coming up. And this new moon is something that is going to, because it's the eclipse season, because it's new moon in Libra, there's a lot of things that are going to open up to us, a lot of things that are going to be made aware for us. There's a lot of, it seems like well, we're going to do cards on it, so you all can look at the astrology of it and see what you get from that. But it just feels like there's going to be a need for us finding balance. Let's leave it like that. So this moon card, when I look at the image of this moon card, I see that feels like it's the fingers of God, the images of God, and she is pointing at us and kind of poking at us, going, hey, wake up, take a look at some stuff. And it's going to shake us a little bit. And that feels like water. And moons, they affect a lot with water, yes. And it's poking this woman so hard that she has to get grounded. So she sticks her fingers in a bowl of water. So it's just pay attention to where we're going with this, what is poking at us, how we need to ground. The second card that flew out was this one, and it's the Hanged Man. And this Hanged Man, it's, it feels like, like maybe this guy is, he got dropped on his head, and I don't know what that looks like, gold blood. Anyway, he gets dropped on his head. But what's going on up here? That looks like it's a download of something, a DNA download. And I know for the past month, I've been feeling dizzy. I've been feeling like some downloads. For me, the downloads are, they're not clear. but they're an awareness of, oh, I never saw that before. I've been seeing a lot of different elemental images in my awareness, and I love it. I think it's just great. I go, ooh, look at that. That looks like an elemental. That looks like a different creature that I've never seen before. And I think we're getting into that space where we may be going, are we crazy? Which is the need for rebalancing. Yeah. All right, let's go into the female archangels. Interesting what we get here. We get, what is this? Archeia freedom. Archeia freedom. Wow. Enliven your senses. Freedom. Enliven your senses. So that is another balancing, grounding. And I look at the freedom and I think of the political landscape that we're in right now. And it's, it feels like, the dictators are dictating how to be free, how to enliven our senses. They're dictating us how to be, how to act, how to... And then we have Archeia victory. Raise your vibrations. Okay, well, we're talking about that. And then we have Archeia faith. Lead with confidence. Wow, very cool. So I like that we have freedom and victory right next to each other. Freedom and victory. And then us leading with confidence. Having faith that we are going to have freedom. We are going to be victorious in our quest for freedom. Okay, all right. All right, let's take a look at the collective. I'm going to use the True Black for the collective. And I'm going to hit pause right now while I shuffle these because they're hard to shuffle. You don't need to wait around, so hang on. All right. Here we go. Very interesting that we got here. Just should have adjusted the table a little bit. Let me drop this down so you can see. I'm just going to kind of point to this. Yeah, it is kind of confusing. Oh, see? My phone agrees. So, first week, second week, third week, fourth week. I haven't even counted how many weeks are in October, but we'll just go with 4. First week, we have the Chariot, strength, and we have the 8 of Wands. Things are moving fast, for sure. So, moving on, we need the strength to move on. And in this card, there is a snake here. And so in this Chariot, strength, snake image, it feels like there is a new beginning coming. And it's going to be coming kind of fast. So we're going to be aware of this new way of being. And so what does that mean for us as a collective? Is it we're starting a new project? We're moving away from something? I know many of us here are very involved with the political scene. And so is that moving towards a new political way of looking at things? Or is this something totally different with more of an artistic, more of a, I think it's more of a balancing thing. But we'll see. We'll see where this goes. We get the Empress, the Ten of Cups, and the Ace of Wands in the second week. Being in charge of our Ten of Cups, our family, our emotional well-being in writing a new story. And this looks like it's got music with it too. So going back up here, this feels like we're moving not into politics so much, but into a new creative endeavor, a new way to look at things, a new way of being comforted while still having the Empress energy of control and being at the top of our game. There's also up here, there's honeycomb up there. So it's that bee energy too. It's the Abigail energy. It's the honey comfort energy. The third week. All right, so here we go. Here we go. We get the Knight of Swords. We get the Hierophant. And we get the Seven of Wands. This is one second. I had to double check. I was wrong. This is the Seven of Swords. Because when I see the white rat, I went, oh, wands? No, swords. Sometimes this deck, I get those confused. So we have a lot of Knight of Swords energy, charging ahead, swinging some swords, fighting some things, maybe some legal action coming around the government, but yet there is this lying and cheating and stuff going on. And this is for the collective, but it feels like this is what we're dealing with in the government with the Hierophant. So refocusing the intent on the collective, the third week is a little bit of a caution for me. Watch how you swing your swords. Watch how you are higher than others, or you feel superior than others with this Hierophant card, because something may come in and kind of steal your thunder a little bit. So is this a humility card? Is this somebody taking some of your authority that in your fighting with it? This third week really feels like there needs to be some big balance going on. So the third week might be a little challenging. All right, going into the fourth week, we have the Five of Wands. We're still battling with this third week energy. You know, we're still like, maybe it was like, why did I say that? Why did I do this? Why did they say that? Why did they do this? A lot of times when I put it on them, I feel like that's the wrong focus. Why did I react to what they said in the way that I did? We get, in the next card, we get a little celebration. We get the Three of Cups, yay. And then we get the unique card to this deck, and it's a rebirth. It's something new coming. So in that, hang on. So in this rebirth here, let me kick this up. I want to go back up to the strength card with the snake. Snake is all about, I mean, some people think that it's scary and it can strangle you. Well, yeah, but it can also indicate rebirth. It's shedding your old skin, things that you no longer need to come up. And again, this card has the snake all in it as well. So we've got a little bit of a wild ride, especially on the third week. So really be careful of the balance of things. All right. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this politically. Oh, let's do this before we go. What is the one card that we need for the month of October? What's the one card that we need for the month of October? Ascension symbol. Awaken your inner angel. Very cool. All right. And I think about this ascension. I mean, what does that mean? The ascension. And I think, for me, it means finding joy. You know, we can certainly go with the levels of consciousness, which I have here. Hang on. I put it on my pendulum chart. And so here's the levels of consciousness that we have. And if we're down here, shame, guilt, apathy, blah, 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 as we ascend up to willingness, acceptance, inner light, inner love, oneness, presence, blah, 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 right? That's the ascension to me. Ascending up into levels of consciousness, getting out of the hell, purgatory, in between paradise, heaven. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm poking at this. You don't even see it. Hell, purgatory, in between paradise, heaven. You can find this on the internet. So. I think that's what that means. All right. Politics. The month of October in politics. The month ahead. We're going to do the same thing. 3 cards. Oh, buckle up. Hang on. Second week. Russia. There's a little balance card that we need. These cards, they're so thick, they kind of stick together a little bit. A lot, I should say. Ooh, there's a hammer. Bam! All right, October in politics. We get the Knight of Pentacles, slow-moving knight. This is the first week. We also get that debate, which is going to be interesting. We have the Ten of Swords with the debate, maybe, and the Nine of Wands. It feels like with the first week of politics, it's that maybe this card is telling us, you know what, let's just grab a good book and kind of not pay attention But we don't, and we pay attention, and we get the Ten of Swords. This is a rough one, but we can be up here if we choose to, or we can be skewered if we allow it. And then we have the Nine of Wands. This is still standing. It's defending ourselves. It's fighting off some of the stuff that comes at us. So politically, it's going to be a little charged here. A lot of people, I mean, you see what Pumpkinhead's doing. It's just unhinged. It's unhinged. And the mainstream media is not reporting how unhinged this stuff is. Calling Harris for her impeachment? What the heck? Ah, okay. See, I just got skewered. That's me right down there. That's me. Okay. Second week, we have the Hierophant, the government. We have the Empress. Okay. And then we have balance. We may see some more information coming out with the Russian influence on the elections coming to light, bringing it more into balance so that we can see it. The third week, we have the Seven of Wands. A lot of fighting, defending ourselves, hanging on to what we think is the right thing. We have the Magician. Why am I thinking Jack Smith with that card? Normally, that's not who I think of, Jack Smith. And then we have the Six of Cups, giving and receiving. It feels like third week, this third week, I don't know why I got Jack Smith with the Magician, but he is pulling a magic trick in getting Trump's January 6th insurrection trial in front of the public. So maybe that's it. All right, the fourth week, we have the Hermit. So is this shining a light on something, or is this just, let's just go away? This is politics, though. We get the Eight of Pentacles. This is what some people call the Apprentice card, the hard work card. The Apprentice card for me is the Three of Pentacles, but I digress. And then we get the King of Swords. Wow. So if I look at this last, let me drop it down. If I look at this last row here, the last two rows here, it looks like we've got some information that's going to be coming out on the third week that is kind of going to change the dynamic of things. And there's going to be some people that want to hide, but this is also, the Hermit is also shining a light on something, the hard work that went into it, and then some legal issue coming up. Okay, so I'm getting a Jack Smith thing. We'll see. We shall see. All right, let's take a look at the Middle East. I am going to switch decks and use my Light Seers Tarot for this because it's so friggin' volatile right now. Those who watch my channel, and if you're still watching, you probably are one of the ones who like to watch my channel, I'm not for giving Israel any more weapons. I'm for defending Israel, but you know, if they don't know how to behave, if they're not using their weapons correctly or in a manner that the U.S. wants them to use their weapons, it's like if you have a kid. I don't have kids, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I got cat. I should have a cat, but I don't. But it's like if your kid is doing drugs and you're giving him money and he's going out and buying drugs, would you keep giving him money? Or would you try to change that so that he can buy him a car and he wrecks it? You're going to buy him another car and then he wrecks that. You're going to buy him another car and then he wrecks that. No more Lamborghinis for you. That's what I would say. Okay. A little squirrel moment there. All right. Middle East. Middle East. Here we go. Oh. Can we hope? Can we pray? Okay. Oh, Mr. Netanyahu. These cards are not horrible. So maybe maybe second week is a little rough though. Okay. Forgot to pull an angel card for the government, for politics, but I will pull one for the Middle East. All right, thank you. Let's just look at the angel card for the Middle East. Source, return to oneness. It says it all, right? Let me drop it down and we're going to go through this kind of quick. Okay, so we have the Six of Wands, we have the King of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Swords. So there's this King of Pentacles. To me, it feels like this is the U.S. and the King of Pentacles. And I know a lot of times I'll use that for Trump, but or Pumpkinhead. That's not what I got here. This is the benefactor, the King of Pentacles. This is the U.S. is supplying Israel with these big ass weapons. They want to come in as a winner. The King of Pentacles is supplying them, but they're still going in with this Knight of Swords. And it's, even though there's no sword here, he is moving forward. Hopefully he's moving forward to a victory, to a celebration. Second week, that's not it though, because you have the Two of Swords still fighting, still balancing. What is the right decision? Going into hermit mode and then being tied to the devil. So it's the addiction of winning at any cost, and that's not a winning at any cost. That's just riding in as a winner. But that's what they're addicted to. Let's win no matter what. Let's get these bad guys no matter what. And they're being manipulated by somebody else. So they're creating this huge amount of displacement of people in their homes. They're creating refugees. They're creating an immigrant problem, which is what the far right is feeding on. We have the Eight of Cups, walking away from sorrow. Three of Cups, we have a celebration. And then the Three of Pentacles, the Apprentice card. So, for me. So, in this deck, though, it's not so much somebody giving instructions to the other person on how to build something. It's them working together, returning to source, return to oneness. So it's working together in celebration, walking away from sorrow. So the third week in our political landscape seems a little rough, and I think it was the personal one too. The collective seemed a little rough. The fourth week, we have the High Priestess going back to a simpler time and the hard work of the Eight of Pentacles. Again, this could be the Apprentice card. I don't know why I keep saying the Apprentice card. The fourth week, the High Priestess. There's still some things going on, still some secrets that are being let out, going back to a simpler time where there is no war. But this, I don't know, look at that. It looks like there is some kind of retribution, an explosion, something. Let me pull a clarification on that with the True Black deck. What is this Eight of Pentacles? Judgment. Yeah, dang it. Tower. Balance. Temperance. So it feels like this could be some retribution against Israel, more fighting in the Middle East. There's this balance of we have to get things together, but we're dealing with devil energy. We're dealing with this Two of Swords energy, trying to figure out how to do things. This could be Russian influence, secrets that now come to light. And it's not good because you have the Tower moment, you have Judgment. So fourth week could be a little bit nasty in the Middle East. All right. So 41 minutes. Let's do, I just want to pull one more. And where I want to go with this, people keep thinking that Trump is not going to make it. And so I just want to look, how's Trump's health? How is Trump's health? And then I'm done. That's not regrouping. That's not finding balance, is it? Reading on Trump's health. Trump's health. Is he going to... how's Trump's health till election? Trump's health to election. 6 cards. Trump's health. Trump's health through elections. It's not a good card. 5 of Pentacles, loss. being covered by the Seven of Wands, defending himself, kind of hanging in there, being in a little bubble though. The base of the reading, the King of Wands. In the past, Two of Wands. The top of the reading, the Four of Pentacles. He's like bleeding money. He's losing money. And then in the near future, the Ten of Pentacles. Let me drop this down and you guys can see what I'm looking at. So initially, he doesn't look good. I mean, we can see that. But he is covering it up pretty well. Staying in his little protective bubble. He's still fighting. He's still working it. At the base of the reading is the King of Wands. And it feels like he has some information that he is not really following. This King of Wands, what information about that's at the base of this reading is about his health? He's got the Four of Pentacles up top, hanging on to things. He's not really allowing whatever this information is to come out. He's in this bubble. But Ten of Pentacles. What's going on with the Ten of Pentacles? I mean, that's his family money. That's his legacy. Let's just pull 3 on that to see if we can get a little clarity. He is looking at going overseas with this Two of Wands card. He's looking at other worldly options. What does the Ten of Pentacles mean? King of Cups. Three of Pentacles. And the Illumination card, the Sun card. Trump's health. It feels like he is going to be upping his medication so that he can be kind of comfortable. And that's what I get with this card. He's kind of comfortable in this setting that he's at. It's like, oh yeah, this is good. This is good. The Three of Pentacles. This card is dripping liquid onto this plant. So it's like he has to take an elixir to keep him going. And then he has the Illumination card, the Sun card. That it may get a little too hot for him. I think he's going to be okay till the election. Still a little crazy. That Five of Pentacles is not great. That's loss. So if y'all feel sorry, go out and buy a $100,000 watch. I'm sure that'll help. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you all. Peace and love.